Good afternoon. My name is Sandy Neuenschwander from Tunnel Hill, Georgia. Asbestos stole the promising life of my young son, Michael. I'm here today to honor Michael's memory and fulfill his dying wish, to share his story in hopes that our government will understand that asbestos is more than a mineral. It has the power to shatter innocent lives forever. Unfortunately, my story is not the only one. Asbestos has claimed too many lives and destroyed the families of too many Americans. My son, Michael, was only 27 years old, not much older than many of you here today, when doctors diagnosed him with peritoneal mesothelioma, a deadly cancer caused by asbestos. I'll never forget February the 14th, 2012, the fateful day that our world shattered forever when we heard your son has mesothelioma. At first I was shocked. I could not understand how this could be possible, how this could be happening to my son. How had he ever been exposed to such a deadly carcinogen? Imagine my devastation when I learned that Michael was exposed by simply hugging his father when he would return home from work. Michael was expected to live only 3 weeks, but with the dedicated efforts of his medical team and his own fighting spirit, Michael survived 3 years. Michael's battle began with a 10-hour surgery to remove tumors from his abdomen. They scraped a lining around his organs. They scraped his diaphragm and his spleen. The surgeon also removed several feet of his small intestines. I lost all hope that Michael would ever be the same when I saw the 5 tubes coming out of his body after surgery and the fear in his eyes. I felt utterly helpless knowing there was nothing I could do to help him. This was just the beginning of endless surgeries, chemo, and horrible side effects. Due to the loss of most of his intestines, Michael was tethered to a colostomy bag. Each surgery and chemo treatment left Michael weaker and weaker, and he was in constant pain. He used to tell us he wanted to die. When Michael ran out of medical treatment options to fight his asbestos-caused cancer, his last hope was a clinical trial. Michael endured a 14-hour drive to the National Institute of Health. Michael lived his days in pain. He also lost 150 pounds. I'll never forget my son's words. Asbestos is deadly. It does not think. It just kills. This disease changed Michael's life in every way, physically, emotionally, and mentally. It also destroyed our family forever. Not only did I watch my son die an excruciating death, but the medical bills, the travel expenses, the loss of income brought my family unbearable hardship. After going bankrupt from paying his medical bills, we had to move from our home in Atlanta to Tunnel Hill. I remember in his final days, Michael would say to me, "Mama, I'm not scared of dying. I know I'm going to heaven. I just didn't want to die young." Throughout his entire journey with cancer, from his endless doctor visits to his deathbed, Michael was always working to ban asbestos and fund research for a cure. In the end, when his pain was intense and no amount of medicine could ever stop the pain, Michael held on to his banned asbestos bear in tears. He never gave up. His strength and his courage was second to none. His faith in God and humanity was amazing. Our son Michael died April the 24th, 2014, at the young age of 29. On that day, a piece of my soul died as well. Michael had his whole life ahead of him. We will never get to see him get married, never get to see him experience the miracle of starting his own family, and we'll never get to hug him again or look into his eyes while he says, "Mama, I love you." I'm here to tell you, asbestos kills. It's time for Congress, both Republicans and Democrats alike, to come together and ban asbestos for Michael, for our family, and for the hundreds of thousands of other mothers out there who should not have to watch their son die an horrible and preventable death. Thank you.